What's up, love bugs? Welcome to the David Says Hey Boo podcast. This is the first episode, so it's more of a talk show right now until I upgrade the whole setup and all that. But for those of you who don't know me, my name is David. I go by David Says Hey Boo when it comes to my music and all of that jazz, which you can find my main page for that right here. But I wanted to start up this podcast just to have little sit downs, story times, talking about different topics, different shows, different movies, just things in general. Most of y'all know how podcast vibes go, but we're starting from the ground up. Music is my number one focus and what I love to do the most. So this is more of a side hobby, side task, something else that I wanted to get into that I just also enjoy as far as how YouTube goes. But yes, go check out my music if y'all haven't already. But for this first episode, as you can see by the title, we're talking about the fact that not everybody is actually your friend. And I know for those who have been on this earth long enough, you probably have already learned that for yourself. But some people come around into your life and they see the possibilities and the ways that they can use you, and you having a big heart that just makes you a target for them. And a lot of people don't really care how others are affected by the things that they do to you. So we're going to get deep into discussion about it. But yes, I hope you enjoy this first episode. Please subscribe, join the family, become one of my official love bugs, which eventually I'm going to get my site back up and all that, which it might still be up, honestly. I need to check on that. But yeah, if you see me busting a sweat, I just turn my fans off and it's hot in here. So work with me. I guess we'll get into like some signs of red flags to start it off. As far as somebody that comes into your life that's not actually your friend, a couple red flags could be like if you meet somebody new, or even if you've been friends with this person for a minute, whenever you're going through a rough patch and you're down bad, you need somebody at your side. If those so-called friends aren't there for you and don't show up, can't even give you a listening ear whenever you need one. Like even if you reach out to them and they still are nowhere to be found, it's most likely a red flag, which everybody has their own things that they're going through. So can't just pin it on them as being somebody that's like a snake and not really for you. But if every time that you're low and every time that you're going through something, if they just manage to disappear, but whenever you're on one of your highs, like just doing real good, your money's looking good, as far as like just life in general, like everything's just going good, they're right there cheering you on, they're right there with their hand out, baby, that's a red flag. If they only appear whenever things are going real good and whenever they feel like they can get a handout from you, that's a red flag. Another one being they don't care about your like safety, or like for me personally, me being on probation, which we'll talk about that another time, but being that there's certain things that I gotta watch out for, and if those friends don't really care to make sure that you're all right and staying out of trouble, that's pretty much red flag. Like for instance, if you're just running around and you know that you could get in trouble over the possibilities, and you're like, hey, like I gotta stay out of the trouble, I'm on certain restrictions, and they're just like they don't care because that's not them and they're not the ones that's going to get in trouble for it, then that's not somebody that you need to be kicking it with. Like that's a red flag for real. But yeah, somebody that's actually genuinely for you and has genuine love and is a real part of your tribe of people that you need to be with and have in your life. They're going to make sure that you're all good. They're going to make sure that you're not in any type of predicaments where you could be getting in trouble, and they're going to make sure you're on your P's and Q's pretty much. Like having a bunch of yes men around is cool, I guess. Like if you have a bunch of people that tell you that what you're doing is all good and cool and they just want to boost you up so they can get what they want out of you, like that makes you feel better, then A. But having genuine people around you that are going to check you whenever you know that you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, or you're not going as hard as you could be, that's really gonna make the difference in life. Yes, man, it could be cool to boost your ego, but having genuine people around you that love you and they're part of your tribe, that's gonna help you grow and elevate like you need to. They want to be a part of the team and make sure you're good on your lows and make sure you're even better on your highs. But those type of people you actually need around in your life. If they're people that are just gonna tell you, yeah, yes, yes, every time, you're just doing great, even though they know that you're not locked in like you need to be. Baby, I'm seeing red. There are like plenty and plenty of signs, like people who switch up whenever they're around different groups of people. Like you could be hanging out with them and you get around them with one group of people and they start acting like a whole different way, like they're just too cool for school and too cool to kick it with you. And then you get around another group and they act like you're below them. Anybody that acts like you're below them is already off rip, a cut off. You need to be cutting that person off ASAP. But a person whose personality and the way that they have love for you, if that changes depending on who they're hanging out with, go ahead and give that the boot, because you only need real genuine people who are authentic to themselves around you. Fakers, posers, people who are playing a part for the world and can't even be honest with themselves, that's not somebody you want in your circle. And we see it a lot in the world. There's a lot of snakes and weirdos out there in the world that will take any opportunity they can to get up, even if it's at the cost of you going down. So make sure you got the real genuine ones around you. As far as how to go about having just red flag people, like people that aren't really your friends around, the best thing to do is to cut them off, which cutting people off can be easier said than done. But if you know they're just there to bring you down, then they shouldn't have been in your life in the first place. So sometimes that just means distance and letting things go off the way they were already going anyways. And sometimes you just got to put your foot down and be like, it's not working. You don't wish the best for me, and I spot the way that you're low-key hating and you are wishing the worst on me. And people that are supposed to be in your life, like your soul tribe, y'all are going to make each other even greater with the time that goes by. Like, it's not going to feel like a chore. It's not going to feel like you're forcing yourself to be around. To sum pretty much this whole episode up, because mind you, this phone only like records 10 minutes and I can only edit it and send out 10-minute videos at a time. So that's fun. Like I said, we're going to upgrade the whole setup as we go, but pretty much you'll know, and your soul and spirit will feel if somebody is genuinely for you, and you'll definitely be able to tell if the energy is off and if the friends that you keep around you can't genuinely trust. You'll be a lot better off clearing out the circle full of snakes than you are keeping them around, because sometimes you get lonely. You got to find peace and happiness in your alone time, be able to recharge your battery, because a snake will come around and suck all the energy out of you that they can and use you for everything that you got. And then whenever you're low, they're going to end up leaving you where you're at. So go ahead and find peace and happiness with you, and let your soul tribe, the people that are going to pour into you and help you build, y'all are going to help build each other up and bring good vibes and just happiness and a genuine love that life is supposed to give. And let the drainers go. That's it for this episode, love bugs. Remember, keep God first, keep grinding, don't give up on your dreams, don't give up on yourself. Also, go check out my music if you haven't already. And if you enjoyed this first episode, although these episodes are going to be short at first, but if you enjoyed it, please subscribe, leave a thumbs up. Drop down in the comments some of your personal experiences from fake people that you've had around and how you cut them off, or if you're working on cutting them off, or just some of those experiences that you've been through on your own. I'm going to go through and read all of them, because I know not too many people tune in whenever you're just starting off something. But yes, I love y'all, love bugs, and I'll be back with another episode soon.